we still make up these stupid rules that say if she's got a high body count, she can't really get in. She's not able to get all the way into a relationship and have a healthy, vulnerable relationship. And the very guys that are saying that are the guys that are spinning plates saying, I'm not going to date just one woman. I'm going to date multiple women, but she better not have ever any other guy because that makes me too insecure. So I'm going to focus on body count and treat her as yesterday's trash if she's more guys than women that I've been with.
So this is a integration nation. Good men doing better.
Okay,
I hate that
right off the bat. I'm going to tell you that this is a build a better beta sort of situation, right? He's talking to guys that aren't getting women, and the guys in his audience sound like they're saying something along the lines like, "Well, what about notch count? You know, like, does that matter? Is that something that we should look at?" And he's basically telling them, "No, don't. Just ignore it and just like march into the slaughterhouse." Keep in mind, Glover's been married 3 times now. He's on his 3rd marriage. His most recent wife, and this is all public information. I think he shared this on at least one, maybe even both of the podcasts when we were talking back when. But she worked in Puerto Vallarta, I believe, in a massage studio or something. He was walking down the street, he said, and she was one of those massage girls that's like, "Hey, gringo, you want a massage?" or something like that. And he ended up marrying her, and she was a single mom. She had 2 kids or something like that. I mean, you know, you can Google it online. You can search for, you know, Dr. Robert Glover, wife or whatever, and you'll find it. It'll pop up. I think we looked at it a few years ago. And apparently it's an open marriage on her end. So she can go bang other guys too. So he doesn't talk about that specifically here, but you can find that on his other content.
I actually just came across, you know, a reference to body count yesterday, I think. And I'm gonna
So he's a cuck, just to be clear.
Share my opinion. You're asking my opinion on it. You know, in my positive emotional tension course, and that you're referencing.
In my positive emotional tension course, Moff.
Pet.
Positive emotional tension course. His pet course. Yeah, very good.
And all the way in. Yeah, I talk about women are sexual Ferraris. They are the most sexually evolved creature on the planet. They're wired to have.
No, they're not. Men are. It's just a fact. You like, until women have men's levels of testosterone, they're just never going to be as sexual as men.
More sex with more partners, more often, have more orgasms, and enjoy it more than men. And we've got this cultural meme. Oh, women.
You notice he's putting women up on a pedestal here? Women are superior in all these areas. They can have more sex and more orgasms, right?
Don't like sex. You got to talk them into sex. I believe that for a long time. It's horseshit. What's happened is that culture has made sex costly for women. It's been doing that for about 10,000 years.
Just tell me to stop if you need to, Moff.
I got you. Yep.
Prior to that, when we were tribal, nomadic, everything was communal. And everybody had access to everybody. And Mother Nature loves that. Mother Nature loves lots of penises and lots of vaginas. It gives genetic diversity. Monogamy is evolutionary sin. Mother Nature, I mean, I'm not preaching against it, but it does not serve Mother Nature's purposes. It might serve other purposes. Okay. Now, my theory.
He's got me so far. Has he lost you yet?
I mean, part of it is his premise is incorrect about how everybody had access to everybody, though. Like, only 40% of men's genes have ever reproduced. Like 99% of women's have reproduced. So this is never like, it's never like there was a perfect match and every single person had other people. Like, that's automatically wrong right off the bat. But
yeah, there's a lot of men that died in wars, famine, sickness. Vast majority of them, and
died virgins in the war. Like,
and all the success came from the top shelf.
Correct.
The chiefs, the kings, all that stuff. You're right. Yeah.
Period. When we went from being tribal, where women could have lots of sex with lots of partners, and Mother Nature.
I think it was a similar situation back then.
Lots, like, it was a few.
Where like the vast majority of women were fucking a small percentage of men.
Yes. Like, it's always been that way, right?
Yeah.
You're not sitting here saying every woman was having like 100, like bunch of different men. Like, it was all these women that were having sex with the same 40% of men.
Yeah. Yeah.
That, you know, we men could just be lazy, clumsy lovers. All we really had to do was stick it in, come, roll over, and go to sleep. Our job was done. Mother Nature was completely satisfied with the job we'd done.
I don't see a problem with that.
So what if, for most of culture, women not only had access to every man, maybe frequently, multiple, and what if when the men were off hunting?
See, the thing that's funny is that two things can be true, right? Like women and men are promiscuous and non-monogamous, clearly. But also women going through a ton of D doesn't work with marriage either.
Right.
Right. Or doesn't work with long-term commitment either.
And gathering, and they were sitting around trying to figure out, what are we going to do to pass the time? When are they coming back? Are they going to have food? Are they going to have furs? Are they going to come fuck us? And their bodies.
I think that's what created a lot of bisexual women too, is because the dudes are out of the fucking camp.
They're bored.
So
bored.
Yeah, of course.
Are literal pleasure palaces. They have places on their bodies that can trigger orgasms, their breasts, their lips. I've known women that could orgasm just by thinking.
Muff, have you ever known a woman that can orgasm just by
dude.
thinking about orgasming?
Pleasure palace, dude. What is this, like a 70s porno? My God, man. That's crazy.
Comment, chat, live chat now. I mean, there's got to be some women in live chat.
Never.
Ladies, have you ever had an orgasm just by thinking about it?
They can have orgasms over and over again. They either, we men can.
You know what's really funny about women that transition to try to become men, because they take testosterone, right?
Right.
And men have a refractory period. So we have sex, we come, and that's it. Like, we need time to reload. Know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But women, they don't have a refractory period. They can have orgasm after orgasm, like back to back to back sort of thing. So when these women transition to men and they go on testosterone, now you're dealing with a being that doesn't have a refractory period and constantly horny because it's taking testosterone, and they lose their mind. Apparently there's lots of videos, like documentaries on this sort of stuff, with like female to male sort of transitions where they're like telling these stories about how they can't take it because it's like they don't get the satisfaction, they don't get the refractory period, right? They don't get the cooling off period. It's right. Like back to back to back to back sort of thing, right?
And do that, right? We're not wired for it. We're wired to ejaculate and be done, right? Women, no. So it wasn't until we became patriarchal, ownership society. Men decided, we don't need to live as a tribe. We don't need to share everything. We don't need to have sexual access to every woman.
That was agriculture.
Let's just own a piece of land, own a tree, own a goat, a cow, own a woman, own her vagina, own the kids that come out of her vagina.
All right, guys, I really hope that you enjoyed that clip. If you want to check out the full-length podcast episode, you can find that right over here. Also, make sure you visit my website over here where you'll find my supplements, the opportunity to book me privately one-on-one for coaching, and most importantly, my new School of Unplugging, which you'll find on the courses tab. Newer to the channel, hit subscribe.